Today on my channel, Planner Friends, I am decorating a week in my Prayerful planner, which is one of my faith planners. So there's a little bit of inking, a little bit of stamping, some decorative brads, and different elements that I added in here. And I just wanted to show you real quickly. I did Bible study for these 2 days here, and I love how they came out for the start of this study. I'm working on the Sermon on the Mount, so stay tuned. Let's chit chat and do some verses together. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am One Crafty Dolo, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. What we're going to work on today is decorating this faith planner of mine. It is a Prayerful planner. By the time I post this, some of this will already be done and filled in, but that's okay. I figured I would bring you along for the decorating. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome to subscribe and tap the notification bell. Whether you're new, you're not new, you're passing by, thank you. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope that I can inspire you with your own Bible study and creativity on this channel. So today I want to talk about this Prayerful planner that I've been using since September. It's the Undated Mustard Seed Planner. And what I've been doing every month is I've been decorating it. As you can see, I love how this is coming out. I never realized how much this decorating and having fun in it was going to impact the study, and it has, and it's been wonderful. The study that I'm currently using in this is from the Daily Grace Co. It's the Sermon on the Mount. I started with this one because it's my favorite, hands down, gospel / Bible verses. So chapters, verses. It's meaningful to me. Whenever I'm struggling, this is what I turn to. And I don't know, if you're into Bible study, I would love to know in the comments what your go-to verse is or verses are, because this one has been a mainstay for quite some time with me. Whenever I need to set my head right, whenever I'm struggling, whatever I'm facing, this is my go-to. So today I want to start with some inking. I didn't ink as much in my last video on this one, but we're going to do a little bit of inking. This is scrapbook.com Candy Shop Pink ink. So I'm going to use that, and I'm using a dauber from, there we go, scrapbook.com, and I'm just going to lay down just a little bit of color just for fun. I haven't done as much inking in this, so I want to get to it. If you've been following me, or if you're new, I do a faith video every week that I drop on my channel on Sundays. I think that's appropriate for me as a Christian. And what I'm doing with these really is just creative. I want to inspire you to be creative. If you had told me 2 years ago I would be doing this, I probably would have laughed at you, to be honest with you. This wasn't on my radar, and yet this has enriched my life so much. I picked up this second study in September, and as I said, and I really am glad I did so, because for me, when I'm struggling, this is the place to go, is into my faith. The unanticipated benefit, as I mentioned, is the creativity adds to my study, and I didn't realize that. For me, I always thought you read the Bible. I knew about Bible journaling and so forth, but I really had never thought it was something I would do, or I would do these studies. But I always thought it was just reading and drawing knowledge, maybe making notes. But for me, this has been a lifesaver in some ways. When you go through a stressful time, this is one way. I mean, the creativity forces me to slow down, for example. So it's not just about reading the text and understanding what I'm reading, but it's creating with them too. And I really love that. I do. I gotta tell you. So we're just going to drop a little bit of pink ink on this. Tell you what, so that's 2 pages of pink. Maybe I'll do, now I use the pink because I'm using this color pink here for the stickers. And I also grabbed my Parisian purple, which is what I stamped the month in. Every month I pick a different color for the monthly stamps, which is something I like to do. This is deeper, as you can see. It's a really pretty color. For years I lived out in rural America. The closest craft shop was, God, over 100 miles, gosh, right? So yeah, that's why the scrapbook.com became a mainstay for me. Great company, fast shipping. I would suggest signing up if you haven't. If you're interested in purchasing from them, this isn't an ad. I'm not an influencer, so I'm not getting paid for this, but sign up for their emails because they do offer some discounts, not the greatest discounts. Okay, we're talking 5%, 10%, but you know what? Better it is in your pocket instead of theirs, right? So yeah, let's just lay down some ink here. Okay, we'll do one more set. Normally on my channel, I really like to highlight my other faith planner, which is an A5 binder. I mostly focus on that. Going into the new year, I elected to try to bring some of this planner in a little more, just for creativity, for fun, to inspire you. Hopefully I am inspiring you in some way. It's easy to think, oh, I'm not creative, I'm not this, I'm not that, but you are. You just don't know it yet. Okay, so I think we're almost done here. Just daubing it down. Am I an artist? No, but I'm having fun. Okay, now the question is, I would like to add some washi. And I pulled out a bunch of washi. Let me show you what I've got here. These are all from Simply Gilded. Don't you love the little penguins? Oh my goodness. And I have, whoops, these. I tried to look for things I thought might work with some of the purpley pinkies, give or take. And I have some of these as well. All right. So why don't we start? I'm going to hit it from the top. These two definitely. Maybe this. I don't know if I want any. This is really pretty, isn't it? Kind of a Northern Lights feeling. I might use that too, given it's winter. So let's go back to our pages here. Yep. Okay. So from this study, I started it in September, and I would suggest that it's taking me, in December I stopped. I actually just did my own kind of thing in December. I went into the Gospel of Luke, and I only used part of the first 2 chapters, parts I should say. So I would like to suggest that, diving deep in has really been beneficial in many ways, but I don't expect to finish the study maybe in February. I mean, I have to look where I am again and decide, but depending how deep, sometimes depending on what they're talking about, for example, the concept of light, salt, what does that mean when it comes to God? I really kind of dug in on those. I'm going to use this one in this study. So I feel like take your time. If it takes you a year to get through it, so what? It's what you get out of it. And I started with Matthew, as I said, and the Sermon on the Mount, because it is my favorite verse, my favorite verses, I should say. But let me say this. It's funny how, I don't know if anyone else does this. Do you have certain verses that you just like to go to your go-to verses? I do that. I'm sure we all do it. And I would like eventually to expand my study to include books I'm less familiar with. So for example, I'm more familiar with Matthew and I'm more familiar with Luke. I'm less familiar with the Gospels of John and the Gospel of Mark. So I wouldn't mind picking those up. I know some of the book of James, but not enough. I know some of this, some of that. I really do read Romans a lot. I go back to that book a lot. And I read Hebrews a lot. In the New Testament or Old Testament, whatever you want to call it, Old Testament, Hebrew Bible, I tend to go for the Psalms a lot. That certainly is a go-to. So yeah, we all have our go-tos. I would love to know what yours are, what you have in terms of your go-to Bible verses, if you have any. I would love to hear that. Let's put these on, because I feel like I would, any suggestions would be great. So if you were willing to share with me, I would really love that. So I'm just laying down random bits of washi here to add color, just to kind of, I don't necessarily want it to be matchy-matchy, but I want it to look a little cohesive. This is a bit crooked, so let me fix that. It's still a bit crooked. Oh, good grief, Mama. My eyes aren't the best, and truthfully, I have to go and get glasses, but going to the eye doctor. Some people are scared of the dentist, or the eye doctor kills me. It's literally painful. My eyes are so difficult that when they're shining those lights, I'm like, you sit there, I'm gripping the, whatever it is, the different parts of the thing that they're using to look into it. I literally grip it within an inch of my life, and they're always like, oh, don't worry, as my eyes are just wincing and watering. Like, yeah, okay, easy for you to say. So that's on my to-do list this year. I've got to get new glasses, but see, now this one's a little crooked too. Now, we know God doesn't care if your washi is crooked, right? There's a quote for you. It's true, he doesn't. He loves us the way we are, but sometimes I get a little fussy here. Okay, better. All right, one or two more. Let's do this. I'm just laying down color and fun and, yeah, the things, right? So again, I would love to know your go-to Bible verses that you use when you kind of need to get your head on straighter, or to help your heart through a difficult time. I'm just going to leave that. That has to be that way. Okay. We have one more. So if you don't mind sharing with me, that would be great in the comments. So yes, I have to get new glasses. Oof. All right, one more, and I think I'm going to use this one. How long do I save my washi? It depends. I go through and kind of declutter a bit with them. Having moved, I did that. And then what I'll do with them is sometimes I'll sell them. Sometimes, depending, if I sell, I don't know, just say I sell a planner I'm not using, I'll sell it online and get rid of it. What I'll do then is I'll take some of the washi that I'm no longer using. It's not old per se, old to me. And if I haven't used it in a while or whatever, you know what? I throw it in as a bonus to somebody purchasing something from me, because I would rather just give it to them and let them use it for creativity and fun and, a little bit of kindness. If they're taking the time, if they're helping me by buying something I'm selling, well, a little bonus is nice, especially given the shipping charges these days. Sometimes I pay for it, sometimes I have them pay for it, but some of the stuff, like if I sell say a ring planner and some inserts, shipping is $11 plus. So, and I'm not ragging on the post office, they're doing the best they can, I mean, really, but it is high. And so, oh no, I've never done that. All right, you know what we're gonna do? we're just going to continue this washi like this. There we go. Washi to the rescue. Hold on. Let me play with this a second. I'll be right back. Oy. Okay, all I did was use some washi over it. It's a little ripped, but that kind of, I don't want to use glue because then it's going to stick, right? So now we're going to see how we're going to do this. And I have these cards that I can put on. I cut some of them down already. Some of them are shorter. These are all from the Echo Park Have Faith collection. So I think I'm going to dig into my little thing here. Let's see if I can use these. Okay. Okay. Yep. That's pretty. I really love the black and white check. I don't know about you, but I really do. Okay, 2 of those. Now I have some smaller elements over here. I'm really trying to use up everything that I have. Every last bit, if you will, of the bits and the bobs. Oh, I like this. Today I choose joy. So what I think is I'm going to take this one, and I like this one. Sometimes all it takes is just one little prayer to change everything. That's pretty, isn't it? So why don't I do this? I'm going to put these in here. The question is, of course, where? But they're big, right? But you know what? This is my space to have fun, do whatever. So yeah, I'm going to put this one down here, right? And I think, oops, I do that. I'm still not fully used to these adhesives. Incidentally, if you run out of Scotch tape, those are really great for, let's do it right here. Okay, that's good for there. I actually would like to add more, but we'll get to that. And then we have 2 pages here. Let's see here, what have I got here? Have faith and pray. I like this one. Of course, it's Hebrews, right? And I like that one too. Well, you know what? Let's do this one. Okay. Very pretty. Just gonna put it down here. Okay. Basically, it's just like we're kind of paper crafting here in my planner, which is awfully fun. awfully fun. I don't want to cover this. Oof, where I want to, I'll put it down here. But I don't really want to, you know what? I'm going to move this washi. Hopefully it doesn't tear anything. Oof, slowly. Slowly is often the trick to moving your washi. There we go. Thank you, washi. Let's put this over here. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this little bit here and stick it right underneath. There we go. Perfect. I actually like that. And that's when we do one more here. Okay, let's see what I've got. So I've got this one here. It's really pretty. I feel like I should just put it like this. And one more, and I really like this one, so I think we're going to use this one. Okay, friends. Now, final part is I usually do some stamping, and I also pulled out some of my decorative brads. I used them recently, and I thought these were pretty good. So I might add some of these in for fun. All right, so let's just add a few of these in to add to the verses, right? Let's do a purple one down here for the prayer. Let's do one here. Let's do one there. Let's add another purple one down here. Okay, a little bit of decorating goes a long way, doesn't it? It really does. Do I want to add some of these here? Yeah, I kind of do. That wasn't fully my real plan, but I like using what I've got. I really need to destash and get rid of things. I'll put this up here. Okay. This one here. This one here. Okay, so I have 3 there, I have 2 there. I'm going to add 1 more here. And I think I'm just going to put it right there and cover up the lettering. Okay, so we have some decorative brads, some paper, some washi, some inking. Okay, so this one's a little different, right? So what am I going to add to this? So I grabbed some of my stamps. I know that it's not the time right now for bees or anything like that, but I kind of want to add my bees. I love them. They're like my little friends, if you will. 2. And then you have the second one here. Isn't it cute? Okay. Maybe add 1 here and 1 there. Okay, so far so good, right? And then I have this one. Let's see. Oh, I know. I just grabbed this ball gown blue ink because of the washi. You can see this similar to that color. So let's add some of this. Okay. I gotta dig in a little more here. Let's try that again. Better. I wonder if this ink, I've had it closed, but it seems like it might have dried out a little bit, which would be a shame, but you know, let me see if this will work. If not, I'll have, oh, that was better, right? Maybe I'm just not putting enough into it. Put 1 up here. And I feel like I really have to dig in for this one. I don't know. It does seem drier than the others, unfortunately. Which we did live in a dry climate, so that may be part of it. I think I'm gonna also bring out a little bit of the purple. I have this little flower here. Let's see if I can get this. Purple should be fine, I hope. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, not bad. I wouldn't mind 1 more here. And let's dig in a little harder. This stamp was a set from Paige Taylor Evans that I picked up at Joann. The other stamps are Hobby Lobby. Okay, I feel like this needs a little bit more and then we'll be done. Don't worry, fear not. I'm gonna pull these back out and see what else. I have writing here, so I really don't want to add more of that. Is there anything? Okay, well here's one. Here's one right here, right? Definitely use that. The question is where? I feel like I'm going to put it right between the flower and the V. And let's see what else we've got here. Not a lot left, right? I've really been cleaning these out quite a bit. I have this one, which is like a little mini tag, kind of like that. So why don't we grab that? Okay, and let's just... Okay, put this here. I like that it ties in the black. Okay. And I think, do I want any more on here? I wouldn't mind a few stamps, maybe. This is that Paige Taylor Evans kit that I picked up at Joann's. Just add a few little stamps here. Why not? A few butterflies. Okay. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. I'm just going a little wild here decorating, but why not? All right. And this one, do I want to add a stamp here? This is a very small leaf stamp from that collection. And this is pretty bright ink, so I'm going to try this. Yeah, I like that, except I gotta get it off the outer rim. Okay, better. All right, see this outer rim here? That's what I'm working against on that. But it's okay. Just keep wiping it with my finger. I'll just be green ink all day, but that's all right. And one down here. And let's... Luckily it all comes right off. Put one up here. Oof, that one came out terribly. Let's try it again. Not great, but we'll leave it be. Alrighty, and that's it. Okay, friends, we have it done. This is my Prayerful planner for, well, by the time I post this, it'll be done. But yes, I'm going to work on my study, and at the end of this video, I'm going to post a clip in it, a picture of the study done, so you can see it, so that by the time I post it, even though it'll be after this week, you'll see how I work on this study. So thank you, planner friends. Have a great day. Bye.